See, once you can installation is completed your system, so you want to start recording means we need some prerequisites. So I will explain for the what are the prerequisites. See, first thing you need to open for the virtual user generator. This is the virtual user generator. Just you can open that, and automatically the virtual user generator it will open, and we are able to see the what is the version of the current version of the load runner. How much it is showing? Version 2021 it is showing. So we have the different versions will be there. Now it is version 2021 is going, but previous we have the different versions also will be there. One class will discuss for the previous class also, because maybe sometimes we are keeping the experience, right? 4 or 3 years means before 4 years, what are the versions we have and what are the that versions what we worked on, we need to explain, right? So that is point of view I will explain for the versions also. So now going to the, see, once open for the virtual user generator, it will be look like this, and you are able to see here here what's new means what will happen means release to like every release to release, every version to version they will add some new features. So what are the new features added, they will mention here. So we want means we need to look on this, and what is the new feature added, so we want to look on this. See, it is a one new version, it is a new updated is available load runner professional 2021 R1. So we have the load runner developer and dev web they developed. Okay, and so like this we have the different things will be there. So we want to see for the new things means we need to observe for the compared to for the previous version to this version, what are the new things added. So once we can open this and we are able to see the these things, and now we want to create script means we can go to the here a plus button, it is a add new script. Otherwise you can go to the file also, we are able to see the new script and solution. So now you can go with the file or no problem, or you can click on for this plus icon also no problem. This is the plus, right? Just add new script, just you can click on this. See, once click on this, one pop-up window will open, create a new script. So we have the these all we can consider as a protocols. What is the protocol? Nothing but it is a communication between the tool and browser and server. See, for example, you are recording for the some web application. How it is recording means through protocol only it is communicating for that browser and send to the that application. So without a protocol, we can't do for the record the script. So that is why. So we have the different protocols, but the maximum we can use for the web HTTP HTML protocol, because all web-based application only we can test, like banking application, insurance, like healthcare domains and retails. So we have that all applications will be mostly will be like web applications only. That is why we need to select for the protocol web HTTP HTML protocol. So this is the protocol we can select, and after that we need to give for the script name. So script name also we need to give for the proper, because we are not going as a fresher, right? Everyone is going as experience. So you need to show for the some professionalism. So that is point of view. If anywhere we are doing for the script name also, you need to give for the proper. For example, we are doing for the flight booking application through web tour application. So you need to give for the first will be what is the application web tour. In that web tour, what we are doing?
Flight booking.
Yes, flight booking, right? So you can give for the flight booking. And after that underscore, we need to give for the date. See, and after that, now I'm selected protocol and I given for the script name, and see you can observe here location means your script will be saving this location. So this is the by default, everyone will be, once you can click on this new script, automatically it will display for this, and it is automatically saving for the user in that scripts. It is saving for with this name. Otherwise, if you want change means you can click on this, and if you want change location means you can change, and you can create anywhere if you want in desktop, or if you want documents, if you want a D folder, you can create as a scripts, and you can save for that also. Okay, we have that is the opportunity also will be there, but this is the default path. So now we selected this, you can click on create button, and so once you can click on create button, we are able to see this one action. So we have the three, you can observe this is the script name. In the actions, we have three sections will be there: user init, action, and user init. So which purpose we can use user init and user action and user end. See, you can observe user init nothing but it's the initial part. If you want record for the initial part, like launch login part, so you can use for the user init, you can keep that code like launch and login part. See, action part nothing but it's a flight booking is our application. Launch login is the initial part, right? So that is why we need to record the script in the user init. And after that launch login, what we can do, we need to book the flight. So book the flight means that is the action part, means what is the actually our scenario will be flight booking, right? So that is we can consider as action part. So once flight booking is completed, we need to what we can do and log out this section. So logout section we can keep in the user end part. So using these three sections, we need to record the script, and we want to do for these sections. If anyone asks interview question, how many sections in the user, anyone asks means we have the actions, so user init and action and user end. Which purpose we can use user init means initial part. We need to keep for the initial part nothing but is launch or login. Okay, and action part nothing but what are the business flow you are recording, those business flow we can consider as the action. And going to the user end nothing but what is the logout part or end part. If you want to record in this part means you can use for the user end. It's clear, everyone? So now I want to record the script means this is the record button. So just click on record button. And after that, so one pop-up window will open. Once you can click on the record button. In that we are able to see you can observe record into the action. See, for example, I want initial part, I want record in user init. I keep the user init because initial part nothing but only launch and login I want record for the user init part. So that is why I selected that. And after that, this is the record. We are doing for the web application or Windows? Web only, right? So that is why you need to select for the web. And the application nothing but we have the different type of browsers: Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge. So if you want anything is fine, you can select for the any application, any browser you can select. I selected for the Google Chrome and URL. So this URL we are doing for the flight booking application. That is why I took from this web tour URL. For example, you are doing for some ICICI Bank application, then what is the URL we need to give?
ICICI Bank.
Yes, www.icicibank URL we need to give. See, because which application you are testing, you need to give for that application URL here. So my sir told for the here I given for the he's given web tour only. I am also give web tour means that will not work, because as a project point of view, what is the project they were assigned to us? So we need to give for that URL. Maybe that will be banking, that may be insurance, healthcare, or any retail applications. Okay, got it, everyone? So we need to give for the URL this one. And after that, now you need to start recording, right? Before start recording, we have some recording options will be there. So you can click on this recording options. See, one pop-up window will open, and this is the record button. And recording, we are able to see the HTML and URL. We have the two ways we can record the script. So now I will explain for the HTML only. So I will explain later what is the difference between HTML URL. When we can switch from the HTML mode to URL mode, I will explain later. So now we'll go to the HTML advanced, right? We can go to the HTML advanced. Once you can go to the HTML advanced, see, maybe you are a new, like you are install the software, you need to set these prerequisites. So like you need to see, we need to check for this. Actually starting it will be like this will be there. So if you record this one, you are unable to see the entire code. So that is why you need to check this. A script contain explicit URL and web submit data. We want generate this function point of view. We are using for the web URL and web submit data. Last class we discussed, right? When we web URL will be generated and web submit data when it is generated. Anyone? Hello? So web URL function when it is generated. Hello, everyone will be there.
Yes, sir.
So web URL means already I told, right? Like we are clicking for any application like flight booking, flight search flight button, we are clicking. Any click is happening means it is generated for the web URL. Otherwise, you are giving for the username and password means you are submitting the some data to the application. So at that time, it will generate it for the web submit data. Already we discussed it, right? Yes or no? Okay, let it be. Okay, so that is why I'm selecting for the web URL and web submit data. And second point, we need to keep for this record within the current script step. So these two will be prerequisites. You need to keep for the in the first script type. You need to give for the second one. Non-HTML generate point of you need to give for the first one. And after that, click on OK. And after that, we need to check for the advance. In the advance, we are able to see the like different maybe first time you recorded, right? You are able to see the generate socket and generate web ad cookies. These all things will be there. So this is the subject data will be created if you select this one. So that is why you need to remove this too. And this is also will be there. You can remove this. So these are the prerequisites. And after that in headers also, you can go to the headers and you need to select for the starting when you are installation, right? You are able to see the like this record headers in list, but we no need for the record headers in the application point of view. So you can select for the do not record headers and click on OK. And so this will be prerequisites. And one more thing, so mapping and filter is important. So in the mapping and filter, we have the capture levels will be there. You can click on this drop down. We are able to see the three types: socket level data, VNet level, and socket level and VNet level. So when we can go with the socket level and VNet level, like you are doing for the web applications, any web application, then you need to select for the socket level data only. Maybe you are doing desktop based applications, so some Citrix application, then you need to select for the VNet level. Otherwise, sometimes what will happen, you are recording the script, but you are unable to recording the script web application. You are selected socket level only, but what will happen is you are unable to recording the script. So you tried different ways and unable to record it. Then what you tried means you tried with this option also we can use socket level and VNet level. Means we can using for the both also we can record. Maybe sometimes you are miss any request as these things. So using this, we need to record the script. And we have the options also will be there. In the option part, we are able to see the option part, socket level options. This we can call it as a SSL, nothing but socket level options. So we have the different type of options will be there. TLS 1.0, TLS 1.2, 1.3, these all things will be there. Maybe our URL client using TLS 1.0, then you need to select this one. Otherwise, it will be there SSL 2.3. What will happen means you are unable to record the script. So that is why we need to ask for the client or our teammates. So what is the SSL version of our project, our URL, otherwise our domain. So you need to ask them and okay, they told well, SSL 2/3. Then you can keep this and just you can update it. That's it. Right now will be I am keeping for the SSL 2/3 only. Okay. And cancel. Okay, click on it. So these will be prerequisites. Just when you are new right installation point of view, you need to change these settings. One is the recording in that HTML. Second one, first one. And going to the in the advanced, we need to uncheck the generate web ad and uncheck the web ad cookie and generate steps to the WebSocket traffic. And after that, headers. In the headers, you need to do not record headers. This will be prerequisites. Everyone is clear?
Excuse me, sir. If we uncheck the generate web breakpoint function in the there is no there is no checkpoint, so we can't find that. No.
Yeah, we are not in now is the initial class, right? So we'll discuss that will be generate web breakpoint later.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. See, once you can apply the changes is happen, you can click on the OK button. See, in down is OK button is there. So you need to start recording before you need to set this recording options. It's clear, everyone?
Yeah.
So now we need to start recording. So which browser I selected, it automatically that browser will be invoked. So I'm selected for the Google Chrome and I'm start recording and click on OK. Automatically, no need to open manually. What will happen means which browser you are selected, automatically the browser will be invoked. Okay. See, I selected Google Chrome, automatically it will open. Since launch is completed or not. So after launch is completed, what is our transaction next we need to do?
So this is the one we user in it, right? That
Yes,
part is
in
done,
it only
right?
I'm recording. You can observe. See, we in it only I'm recording. So launch and
Correct,
login
correct.
part I'm recording for the init only. So now we need to give for the transaction name. What is this transaction? Login, right? So we need to give for the transaction name it
Yeah,
as
correct.
a login. And underscore this the login is the transaction. What is the count of the transaction? 02 because already launch is happened. So I given for the login T02 and after that we need to perform the action login. You need to give for the username by default Jojo and bean will be this username password bean and click on login. See now initial part is completed or not? Initial part nothing but launch and login only. So now
Yeah,
we need to record this business flow, flight booking business flow in the different action, right? You can click on this and select action now. Okay. Now you need to start the transaction name. What is the transaction name? Click on flights. What is the transaction count? T03 and click on OK. And after that, we need to click on the flights. See, you should wait for the until page will be loaded. Otherwise, you can close this. What will happen means the transaction will be not recorded successfully. So that is why you should wait for the until this page will be loaded. And now the click on flight is completed, right? You can end the transaction as a click on flights. Now what we are doing, we are find the flight. So you can give for the transaction name is a find flight. and give it as a transaction count T04, right? T04, and click on OK. And I'm selecting for the departure city, arrive city. And see, I'm selecting for the London, and arrive port I'm selecting for the Portland. And if you want change the date means you can change, and the seating preference also will change means you can change. Otherwise, click on continue. See, you can observe London to Portland. We are booking for the 8th date. Sorry, third date, 8th month. So these all available flights. You can select any one this. And this is the transaction also find flight. That is why I'm not ending the end transaction here. I'm continuing. See, so our what is the transaction is completed, find flight. So you need to end the find flight, and we need to give for the start transaction name is a payment details. And click on okay, 1 minute, and give it as a transaction count is a T05. And click on OK, and payment details. You need to enter for the payment details. Okay, I'm entering for the KPHP, and city is Hyderabad, and the credit card number and expire date of the credit card, and click on continue. See, payment is completed or not. You need to end the payment transaction. Now, sign off is the end section. Means we need to record this part in the end. Means
Yes,
you can
understand.
select for the user end. And now we can give for the transaction name it as a sign off. And this is the T06. And click on OK. Then click on the sign off. See, our entire business flow is completed. So I am ending for the transaction is a sign off. And I'm stopping for recording. This is the stop recording button. Just click on the stop record button. So once you can click on stop recording button, the code will be automatically it is generated. So you can observe, no need to write manual anything. Automatically the code will be generated. See, once now you can go to the one by one user init. Go to the user init. Now you can observe. See, this is the launch part. See, this is the login part. LR start transaction. So where I recorded user init section, automatically I selected that one. Automatically here it is automatically recorded or not. Recorded or not. See, this is the login transaction. And you can go to the action part. You can observe for the action part what I done. Click on flights and find flight. And after find flight, I done for the payment, see payment, and finally I done for the sign off in the user end part. So what is the use of user init? We can keep in the init part, login part, initial part in user init, and end part logout, and action part action. What is the use of this? Means maybe you are executing the test in the 100 users. So 100 times it is a login is happen means 100 times only we need to keep the user init part login, and end part means only it is executed for the 100 times. Otherwise you are keeping for the everything will be action part. Then what will happen? The action part, entire action part will be executed for the number of iterations. How much duration you are executing? Like you are executing for the 20 minutes. What will happen? Every time login is happening, every time logout happening, means launch and logout also it is happening for the more than 100 times. Actually 100 times only I'm executing 100 user point of view, but login and logout also it is happen for more than 100. So that is no use, right? Because every user one time login is missed is fine. Every time user will be login and logout, again login, logout means that is also it is take for the time. So that is why you need keep for the user init section here and end section here. Now you can
Yeah, this will improve our performance also, right, sir?
yes,
And will save our time.
yes,
Yeah,
you save our time, and every time no need to log in again, right? Automatically it will go into the action part.
yeah, correct. Logged in once, and perform all the tasks for all the users whichever we have available, and at the end it will log out, and that's it. Our entire process will complete.
Yes, yes, obviously, yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
So now we want to just we'll see the execute how to we can execute just in runtime settings. We will go to the runtime settings. We have the run logic will be there. So in the run logic, nothing but it indicate for the how many times you want to execute with this script. I am giving for the 5 times. Means I want to execute with the 5 times. So now you can observe just this is the replay button. If you want to execute the script, means this is the replay button. Just click on replay button. So you can observe right side in runtime view also we are able to see it is a launching application. Now you guys observe only for action part only it is executing for the number of times. Finally is logout happen. Okay, now we'll go to the see the transactions. You can see sign off will be one time only happen, and login also it is happen one time only. You are able to see, but you can observe what is the business flow is there. That business flow is happen 5 times. Got it, everyone? So you can observe here also user in it one time only it's executed. I given 5 times, but it is executed one time only. But action part will be it is executed 5 times. Means 5 times is a click on flight happen, 5 times will be find flight and payment and all things will happen. It's clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now again I will explaining. So once we can click on this, what will happen, which function it is generated. Now you can observe I miss for the transaction name it as a some launches I missed here because once we can automatically click on record button, automatically launch will happen. So you are unable to give for the transaction name. So you need to give for the manual also. This is the manual transaction, start and end transaction. You can click on this and give it as a transaction name, login and underscore T01. And so after this, you need to end this transaction because you can observe start transaction above only it will come for the end transaction. Control B. See now I added for the transaction. Sorry, I will copy this. So which transaction name you are giving, you can copy and paste for the same. If you give for the different one, it will obviously fail. And you can observe, I think I'm not ended transaction login. You can observe in output window, we got one error also. See, you can observe here by seeing the error also, we need to identify what is the error. We user started transaction login, but did not reach corresponding end transaction. Means we are not maybe I miss for the while recording only end transaction will be miss for the login. So you can observe start is started here, but login is not ended. So that is why you can observe here, go to the our results, replay summary. See, it is a 0 time only it is happen because we don't have start is there, but end transaction it will not there. So maybe I miss for the during the recording only. You can go to there and we need to add manually also, no problem. After this, sorry, in the user init, right? So you can go there and you can add for the transaction name. So how you are given for the here, same you can give for the same transaction name. Don't give for different means it will be fail your script. In double colon, you can paste it. So this is the today class. Okay, tomorrow I will go into the deeply with which function which will type it will generated and SM2 we need to explain for the more about for the this application and the reason what are the options we have and everything will explain. Anyhow, any doubts you can ask me. Otherwise we'll good to close.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you for joining everyone. We'll meet for the tomorrow